into the discussion. Welcome to the 4th episode of the TT Hookup. Today, Rutwere Boyabo Kasi boy, Fanie Tekane.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing the surname correct?
Yes, you are.
Tekane.
Yeah, Tekane.
Okay. Because sometimes we have these different surnames, and especially the Sotho surnames, like it's very difficult to say what it.
Yeah.
Tekane. There's one guy here. His name na ora down Zekeri Tsholo. TSHLO.
Yeah.
Tsholo. And then I heard somebody say Tsholo. And it sounds different now.
Yeah, but
is it the same thing? Tsholo and Tsholo, can it be the same thing?
No, Tsholo is in typical Tswana.
Okay.
And Tsholo is Sotho. And you get such names when you go deep into Free State, Labo Sotho, so Tsholo.
Yeah.
Sometimes
but the old thing about the CDFM, it's like it's Tsholo, ne?
Yeah, Tsholo loka wood, yes.
Yeah.
So then you get to know Tsholo, by shortened Tsholo Feno. Tsholo, yeah, that's why I want it Tsholo.
Yeah.
So it's Tswana and Sotho, two different names.
So yeah, how did Tekane?
Tekane.
All right, cool. Fanie Tekane is a founder member of Rise and Shine Community Foundation.
Yes.
And for as long as actually I've known you, I've known you for a short time, I must say. But for as long as I've known you, I think you've always been involved in some community foundation.
Yes,
kind of
for sure. Yeah.
Is that the kind of stuff that you do?
Yeah.
Since after, like in your professional life, is that all that you've done, Kappa? You've done other things before, before the community work life?
No, immediately when I put reins down on my professional side, then I focused on community development programs and stuff.
Okay.
Because that's what was within me. Even when I was still teaching at Sindekile, working with people, it was something that was close to my heart. And then I elevated it now. I said, you know what, let me just focus on this.
On share, who is the guy?
You know the Paris, but I say Sharpeville,
okay.
Yeah, and then Kitlemona Gilmiani. Yeah, and then since you do and then till.
Okay, na school Kasi.
Yeah, na school Kasi, Chabatati, then from Chabatati, then Paranat, from Paranat I had to move Kahujalaka Valley and further my studies.
Okay. So where did you go to study after high school?
Then I went to V2 and first then Kakatela in 2015-16. Got the flavors Mareka just to uplift my education also. Yeah.
So what did you always want to do when actually like starting from your young age? How do you envision yourself as Fanie Tekane? The president of the country.
Wow. You know what, being honest with you, I mean as people, as we grow in there, only this kind of career changes. Concept sometimes I want to be a mess, but not ever since. Something which was close to my heart was always see myself in the judicial system.
Okay.
Being an advocate, being a magistrate.
Okay.
Hence, I was so good when it comes to debate and public speaking. I mean, I was like the likes. I shared the podium with the likes of Mgcina.
Okay.
Yeah, we shared the stage there now.
Yeah, what was happening in that stage?
Only this competition organized by United Nations.
Okay.
Then they will take. I started from class 11.
Okay.
Then individual, and then children.
National
level. Then when you get to Cape Town, you'll be meeting with this. They only take 4 people per country.
Okay.
Then you'll be meeting with people from other African countries, and you'll be given a country to represent. The challenges that the country faces, and everything that the country faces. So you need to research on that. So from cluster level, since I remember here in Paris, it was myself and this lady, Pulendi Kule.
Okay.
Yeah. We moved till...
They represent what? Was it an organization of sorts?
No, it was school. Yes,
school?
Yeah, Department of Education.
Okay.
United Nations Independent Department of Education.
Okay.
Yes. And then we moved to district, then to province, till Relo representative. Then on that platform. Only Cape Town, then wow.
Yeah,
Yes, it was 2 from Free State, 1 Gauteng, and 1 Northwest.
Okay.
Then these other provinces,
yeah.
So since you're passionate about sharing ideas,
Okay.
working with people, get to know the life of people. How does people live? You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember the final debate you were in that particular competition, and that you guys went to Cape Town for?
Yes.
That you actually participated in?
Yes. I remember there because we were making groups of 3. Yeah, and then normally they will say that Fanie, do the reply speech and summarize. So we know that we'll work on that. So because level 4, then they said that okay, fine. The one will be kind of a reserve. And then it was a guy from Kronstadt. Yeah, he had to be a reserve.
But you remember the topic? You must know the topic.
Oh, the topic, yes.
Because sometimes I was also in a debate team in school, in high school.
As a,
And sometimes you'd be given topics that you do not necessarily agree with as a person.
yeah.
But you are put in the affirmative of that.
Yeah, for sure.
In the affirmative side of that debate.
Yeah.
Where not did you find where sometimes you are put in a side to which you don't necessarily agree, but you have to go with it as part of the team.
Yes. Fortunate enough, the last topic that we had, it favors me.
Okay.
Because actually we were discussing Africanism versus modern things or Western things.
Yeah.
And then we would table facts about our Africanism, and on that category I was mainly being put to talk about the spiritual part of us, how we connecting with our ancestors, the underground gang. And then yes, wow.
So are you that person of the underground gang?
For sure, for sure, 100%. Yeah.
And versus Christianity?
Yeah.
Do you also believe in are you Christian? Put it that way.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a Christian, full Christian. Yeah.
Because you can't say you are Christian and then be I don't know. Do you even say worship Badimu Kapa? You recognize Badimu?
Yeah, exactly.
African ancestry.
Yeah, let me just explain there first. Badimu, we don't worship them.
Okay.
Because they're part of us.
Okay.
As we are sitting here, we are sitting with clan Yakwatu staff. Exactly, yes. You get what I'm saying? Yes.
Yeah.
So Christianity and versus Africanism, it's a very deep concept. And let me put it clear like this. It's still not Christianity.
Okay.
But as you grow, you start to realize and you check that you're connected to these people.
Your ancestors. And
though I'm a Christian, but I don't have connection with those ancient people from the Bible. Hence, I've done this analysis. You check the level of Christians in terms of success. You compare it to other religious tribes. You get this huge difference. You check the Muslim, they are true and dedicated to who they are. And they are successful and what? You check all these other ethnic groups. You check about these people, but what about when we are confused as Christians? As Christians.
Okay.
Because most of Christians, let me take this example here. When you pray, why can't you say Mudimu Waruna? You get what I'm saying? So exactly. Yes. So more of an Africans. And you do your analysis as a person or check.
But I think the reason for that is quite simple. You must remember that the Christian religion came to Africa through migration from the West or from Europe.
Thank you.
You know, but we still have you today saying, "Well, I am a Christian."
Yeah,
That's what you're
yes,
saying.
yes.
Yet you are saying, Uri, it has caused confusion in our lives.
Yes. And
So why do you keep that confusion going if you recognize that it is confusion?
no, remember, change is not an instant thing.
Okay. So you basically adopted the Christian religion because you were raised that way.
Thank you very
So
much.
it means also the confusion, it was from your family. What about what you say?
One can put it that way.
Okay.
You see, and it's a sad truth. It's a sad truth. It's a bitter pill to swallow. It's a sad truth because you check. In most cases, when Christians label or name their things, it will go to right. I didn't hear For example, let me refer to the Bible, the book that a Christian use.
Yeah, that
They'll
you
be
guys
say-
use.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they'll be saying that King David, they'll be worshiping King David. But when you talk about Shaka, they portray Shaka as this monster who killed people and stuff. But the same David killed people.
Kill Goliath.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they'll be portraying Shaka as a monster. And then, again, make another example.
Khabo Mgcina.
Get another example. King Solomon in the Bible. They'll be worshipping him saying that Solomon was dead. He married 7,000 wives and what?
I don't think so. But it
Yeah, he had many,
Yeah.
whatever the number. Ne?
Yeah.
And then, Baba Tabara, no, King Muswati, whatever that he's doing is wrong. It's bad, is what? You know what I'm saying? So, these two religion, if one can put it in that way, I mean, they fight each other. And to be honest, as Africans, I mean, we don't know Jesus Christ. We are not connected with Jesus Christ. It's what we've been taught with. But we are connected with our ancestors.
I think we're divergent, but I accept what you're saying as your opinion, and not necessarily mine, but I have some bits which I share with you in terms of those opinions. So you grew up in high school debating, and it influenced your
Thinking
thought
capacity.
capacity, and thereby believing or you could be an advocate, a lawyer, or a magistrate. In that space of the legal space. Did you study therefore in tertiary education to become any of those things?
You know what? Kilagaba discouraged immediately after high school. I forgot to mention this. Maybe you were to me. My father was a policeman, a captain in Tumahole police station. Then immediately after matric, I had to go COVID, LLB. And then yes, it happened, and then I only got there for 3 months, and then because of the financial implications and stuff, and I had to drop off. And that thing frustrated me, and it made me lose interest of even furthering my studies in terms of the legal sector. And then I sat down, and then I did administration. After administration, then I went for B.Ed and stuff. So that thing inside was sparking me. But hey, however, here I am.
So you dropped out of law?
And then, and stuff.
And your father being a policeman, like, did it have any influence in you going towards the law? Was majorly influenced by your debates in high school?
Both, actually, I can say both. Because sometimes he would discuss very crucial things with me, and and I'd pick up. It's theory versus practical.
But how then did you move from there to now? You taught course in the primary school.
And fortunately enough, I met these two gentlemen, and I'll forever be grateful to them because part of who I am is because of them. Mr. Aaron Masilo, Master.
Okay, Master.
And Mr. Tete Masilo. Those two gentlemen shaped me to the person I am today. Okay. And if it was not of them, I don't know. I don't know. Because they got me when I was so frustrated and broken and torn apart. I had nothing but them and my late grandmother, may her soul rest in peace. and then they groomed me. Banking music and then,
yeah, because I know those two people as choral.
Yeah, and then
choral masters of
they shaped me. Those guys, I don't wanna lie, they shaped me to the person I am today. And
so I mean,
yeah, Nigibina, but not anymore. No, Nigibina. Yes. But I don't know how relevant is this. But when yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of people who knows me from back then, they said that no, Fanie, the name Rise and Shine. Yes, I used to sing a choir by the name of Rise and Shine Male Symphony.
Yep, I see Khabo Mgcina.
No, I'm just in the Voshe. Voshe Male Pioneers. So, after the 12 from the foundation I was working for, and then I realized, I sat down and checked. How can I nurture this burning spark in me?
No, but when Okopani Libo Tete, Libo Master, what was happening in your life at the time?
Yeah, by then it was a period of me moving permanently with my grandmother. Then my mom and my dad separated, divorced, and because of abuse and stuff and all those social things. And then I had to move to and stay with my grandma, and that frustration as a young boy.
Were here in Paris?
No, they were staying in Fanie.
Okay.
Then my mom had to move to Paris.
Okay.
Stay with my grandma, and frustration.
So who was being abused, yourself as a child? Or there was a
emotionally, but my father abused my mom like
Okay.
physically and emotionally. So that thing affected me somehow. And to be frank with you, I used to have anger, a lot of anger, my brother, a lot of anger. But like I'm saying, those two.
Did you have any outlet before you met those guys? Like something that you did in order to
to take away the frustration.
Yeah, because some people would go into drugs, some people would go into playing soccer, some people would go into
I used to play soccer, but it didn't reach that point of healing me. One thing I did too much is I smoked a lot of weed.
Okay. You don't look like the guy who smokes weed, or who would smoke weed.
Really? I know. I mean,
Okay. All right. So it's fine. I can see it internally.
Impacts. Yeah.
But so you met these guys. They pulled you into the choral music.
Yeah, and they sat down, and it was like a triangle kind of thing. It was my grandmother, Master Dede there, and I was in the middle, and they shaped me. They shaped me, and till this.
And by that time, you realized everything at school.
No, school at my high school level, but on the doorstep since the gate.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, they managed to call me again and said that, you know what, Fanie, this is your father, and then you don't have to. And then my grandmother, my late grandmother, and then that's when she was so strongly in terms of spirituality and guiding me into Tabatabo Church. That's the only place I can get refuge at. So you understand, banana baba, shaper for the outside world, these two. And then my grandmother, she's shaping me for the inside world. So that's the kind of support that I got. And to a point where excuse me, I need to be a man whom someone one day would look up to and say that this is my role model. Yeah. And both of these gentlemen, Banabona, they respect me and love me so much. They take me as their elder brother. Okay. And till this day, I can tell you, they respect me a lot.
So you still have good relations with the two?
Too much.
Now, after school, you went to Wales, you did a bit of law for about a few months.
Yeah.
And then from there, what is it?
Kadulanyana excited for ball. And frustration. And then I went to the restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a
waiter.
I was a waiter, and then then opportunity for this B.Ed. Yeah, I got a B.Ed, then through the help Mr. Masilo.
Yeah,
I got a B.Ed, then bank connect as well, opportunity. Yeah.
Then you went to Sindekile after the PM.
Yes, and then back connected to me. Then I worked to Sindekile, and then still. Then people would say that, Fanie, when you look at you, and then that thing would ring a nice music in my heart that at least I didn't fail this gentleman. Yeah. And
So now when I started connecting with you, or when like you came into my purview,
yeah.
I saw you go to Tumahole Legacy Foundation.
Okay. Yeah.
What was your role at the Tumahole Legacy Foundation, and what was that foundation about?
Oh,
What is it about? Or what was it about at the time you were there?
Okay, fine. I'm gonna tell it like it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine.
Or what attracted you to it?
I'm one of the founding members of the Tumahole Legacy Foundation.
Okay. What did you guys form it for?
It was basically to develop, by then, to develop our municipality, our youth, our communities, actually. And then, by then, the goal and the...
But when we say develop, what do you mean?
From
the community.
the community.
I would assume Tumahole in particular, the township Tumahole.
Yeah, by then the focal point was Tumahole. When we from inception was Tumahole, and then after a lot of engagements and the meeting, and as the concept grew, and then we started to expand it. How about we cater for Mokwala? Then we catered for Mokwala, and then as the concept expanded.
Yeah. So I look at development. You want to develop the Tumahole.
The main focus was economic development.
Okay.
Because without economy, I mean, you're as much as that. We've got a lot of kids who are, some of them are graduate, some of them with potential, some of them they are not academically gifted. Yeah. So in terms of development, we just gonna go outside and outsource resources and equipment and opportunities to bring them here into Tumahole, and let there be economic development. Let people throw money here at Tumahole. Let people invest in Tumahole so that the education can be developed.
Okay.
Yeah, in a sense that as a result, when people are working, then there'll be less crime. Because there'll be less idleness actually, because people have got something to do.
So you're one of the people who conceptualized that foundation.
Yes, and then because people whom we started with, they had a lot of responsibilities, and then I had to be left there as the manager. Then I had to manage the whole office. I mean, and
so it is registered as an NGO.
Yeah, NPC. Yeah, and we started it. I'm telling you, for a period of 2 years. We started it remotely without having any office and stuff, but job would be done. And then a good Samaritan came, offered the office space, and then we started operating. And the more you bring a lot of people, that one I must say, the more you bring a lot of people in the picture, the more trouble you bring yourself when you don't have really good management. And then things started falling from the top down, and then.
So is that the reason you left? Like you left because it wasn't going the way you were expecting it to go?
Not expecting as such, expecting maybe another way.
Okay, but the way you guys planned it.
Exactly. Yes, my point. Yes, yes, my brother. Yeah. So whenever you see that something doesn't anymore serve the purpose, even though you've tried to redirect it to the position,
to its purpose.
Yeah. And one of the things that I'm afraid of doing is tainting my reputation. So I said that, you know what, in good spirit, let's cut ties. And then I went and I pushed the Rise and Shine.
I think you before you went to Rise and Shine, or it could be before you went to you formed the Tumahole Legacy Foundation, you were also involved with OverComers. Is it OverComers, the NGO?
No, the OverComers. Let me explain this.
Or you worked for them, or you were part of the NGO?
No, OverComers. They had some projects, and then they requested some kind of partnership with Rise and Shine.
Okay.
Yeah, and then by then,
So Rise and Shine was already involved.
yes, already by then. Yeah.
When you were involved with
OverComers.
Oh, okay, no,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
So with their project, they requested Rise and Shine to partner with them on that. Yeah, and then
So when you left the Legacy Foundation,
yeah,
you formed Rise and Shine.
Rise and Shine, yes.
Immediately thereafter.
Immediately.
Okay.
Yes. But you know, as an intellect,
Yeah.
whenever you're gonna do something, you plan ahead.
Mm.
I didn't leave Tumahole Legacy today, then open Rise and Shine tomorrow.
Or you could foresee,
Yeah.
or you knew that something was not going the way you wanted.
Yes.
To.
Then I started planning from there. So you know what?
Okay.
Let me do. I did administration. You won't believe that I registered Rise and Shine before I even left Tumahole.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it was what it was burning inside. When I left there, administration.
But now, did you have the same intentions with Rise and Shine as you had when you started with Tumahole Legacy Foundation?
Even more, my brother. Because let me just take you to the inception of Rise and Shine Community Foundation. After tabling down and brainstorming about this concept, and then this new baby Rise and Shine, and then I had some few discussion with some people whom I think they can match the concept that I'm having. And then I met with Mr. Mgcina, Lucas Mgcina, and then sat down. I pitched the idea to him. He seemed interested. Because remember, I used to be a volunteer to my legacy, and through me, because he only Lucas Mgcina. Okay. And then he said that no, then I'll work with you. And then I took this lady, Nomsa Mene, and then
Nomsa name?
Mene.
Or Mene, okay.
Yeah, Nomsa Mene. She's the board secretary of the foundation. And then from there I went to Lebo Kanye, and then I presented the idea to him and organized a meeting for 4 of us. And then we sat down and we exchanged ideas. From there, the plan broadened. Because remember, it was only little portion that I had as a person. And then with their concept, they gelled together and made the cake to be much bigger than it was.
So it's also registered as an NPC?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, my brother. And
with directors?
With directors.
4 of you?
Yes.
Okay.
So we are pushing now, we are pushing, and I can tell you now, our track record till now with this 4 years that we are having, it's quite a lot.
So in 4 years, congratulations.
Yes.
Some longevity in there.
Yeah, and then we are still pursuing for more, and you know, operating and.
But what are the main points of focus for your NGO? Like, what are you guys? If you could say you've got these priorities that you want to develop as the NGO or as an NPC, which ones are these things? And please don't forget to subscribe. The TT hookup. Hit the subscribe button. What are these 5 things, or a few things, or 2 things, 3 things? It doesn't matter how many they are. But if these are focus areas of the foundation.
Yeah, the first one I would say that it's creating an entrepreneurial mindset into our people.
Okay.
Because with what we are seeing every day on news, the rate of unemployment rising up, employment going down. So we trying to create that mindset of entrepreneurial mindset that people should start taking ownership. You see, and grow economy. Gone are those time whereby you'll be daring to make CVs to submit to be hired. Be the boss.
But what are you doing to do that? Like, to actually encourage the spirit of entrepreneurship? Do you go to schools and you preach about it, or do you seek opportunities for entrepreneurship for people who are unemployed, or what exactly do you?
Precisely. My brother, if I can tell you now, there are a lot of companies which we have knocked. Some of them I won't mention for security purposes. There are companies which have knocked doors at. Preaching is no longer enough now, and motivation verbal motivation is no longer enough. We need action. Right now, if I can just highlight, we are having this program which we are busy cooking, whereby we have approached these certain companies to come and assist us with equipment, donate some kind of equipment, which will be controlled by the foundation. And we check, we have tabled a lot of equipment that we need. If I can just mention 3, which will operate for 3 different types of businesses.
Okay.
The first one will be equipment for laundry.
Okay.
Yes, equipment for laundry. You see now here in our township, we are only having 2 laundries and operating by individuals. So how about we group
and make a bigger laundromat?
Exactly. You take about 10 unemployed youth. Here's the machine. You operate. Register your company. We include Distia there. Here's the laundry company. We operate. Remember, 10 families. I mean, how many heads will they be able to provide for? You see, and then the other one will be this garden services.
Okay.
I mean, we are living in a very civilized kind of community now. People no longer want to take a spade and rake and do garden. They are outsourced.
Yeah.
So there are
Because sometimes they don't have enough time to do it themselves.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So there are those people who are keen to say that, you know what, I don't mind making my hands dirty as long as I'm gonna be reimbursed. So if we're having a garden service equipment, then we said that come.
So, but do you already have people earmarked for those particular projects, or is it you're going to still advertise for it?
No, precisely. Now we cannot say that we are already having people whom we have earmarked, but generally, so one of the targeted can say that group, but it's these drug addicts.
Drug addicts, okay.
Yeah, these drug addicts. I mean, it's very few time for you to rehabilitate a person and from there leave him there after being rehabilitated, because idleness gonna strike again, and once idleness strike again, he or she's gonna go back to the same activity that he was doing. So like the Christian says, idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Yeah.
Close quote. Yeah. So we are running away from that.
So the one thing is entrepreneurship, and the second is the focus of the foundation.
Growing the local economy.
Okay.
I think they go hand
They're
in
linked,
hand.
yeah.
They are linked. Yes. And then the other thing, it's trying to encourage a culture of booming recreational and sporting facilities and activities. Activities. Our youth now, more especially these ones, high school, their focus is curriculum. Where are we gonna get the likes of Caster Semenya in the future? Where are we gonna get the Tiko Mudiso, Nabeta? Where are we gonna? And to our surprise, Tumahole here, the only sports that dominate is soccer. And I'm sorry to say this, some of these tournaments which are made, they are not serving the good purpose. You want development. You don't want to shine after tournament.
And by the way, a lot of the foundations that we have run soccer tournaments.
You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, we need development. That's what, you know, Rise and Shine, it's very different from these other foundations, because we quite challenge a lot of life aspects. We're not focusing on giving people food parcels or giving people and doing, or you get what I'm saying, soccer tournaments and stuff. No. And then, what are we saying about, we don't even have an established team of athletes here in Paris, an established one. But way back then, we used to know that in that day.
So your foundation is doing something to remedy that situation.
Yes.
What exactly are you doing?
We are seeking opportunities outside, outsource opportunities. We are not crushing what has been done already. Yes. But if, let's take an example for this guy, Israel Fantisi. He's having a development kind of
an
academy, yes. But the problem is that he doesn't have connections or to link him up to these kids. We are here as the middleman to go and knock doors at a certain
Or to help these other.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes. We rise by lifting others up.
Yeah.
So there's no need of us organizing a soccer tournament while there's other soccer tournaments.
But what are you doing yourselves like in the sporting field?
Yes.
Do you have a program?
Precisely. Yes, precisely. People can. I think starting from Wednesday, our website will be functional again because we had some challenges. But from Wednesday, our technician is busy working with it.
What's the website so that we get onto it?
Let me just finish with it tomorrow once he's done with everything.
No. Like this episode will be aired when I hope your website is running, so you can tell us.
Okay, no.
Also, you maybe you don't have the domain yet.
No, we are, yes, because the one that we used, somebody correcting it and doing this mischievous thing. So we're gonna redo it now, but he said that till Wednesday.
So you have a different name.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll make sure that I give you the name and then so that people can. Yeah.
We'll put it in the link.
Please, my brother, and that will be very helpful. So there are quite a lot of things that we touch base on, and all that we want to do it's to see our people being equipped and jointly enjoying life.
All right. I think that's about enough that I wanted to talk about with you. But if there's anything that I'm leaving out, you are free to to let us know any announcements that you maybe have. Any upcoming programs? Do you have any upcoming programs that?
Yes. Oh, my brother, before I can go to upcoming programs, let me just thank the community of South Africa actually at large, because we are all over South Africa.
Okay.
We're all over South Africa. With this 4 years that we've been in operation, we managed to achieve a lot of things, and it was not about us. It was through the help of South African communities. Yes, we managed to have a lot of programs, but I think everything will be detailed in the website.
Now, if like ordinary community members wanted to assist the foundation, what is it that they can do?
Oh, I'll come to that. Let me just finish the question that you asked for. Let me post first. Yes, right now as I'm talking to you, we are having a candidate who is representing not only Rise and Shine, not only Tumahole, not only Nwate, not only Free State, but representing South Africa in Germany, by the name of Nelisiwe Nabani. She's at Germany now for 18 months. She'll be coming next year.
Candidate for what?
She went there on a kind of internship program.
Okay.
And then there in Germany, you do a lot of things. You expand with a lot of things. And fortunately enough, there are other countries who have eyed Nelly through her good work and stuff, and then they've been in communication with us. They want to take Nelly also, or hopefully she might get a permanent job. Yes, in Brazil. Yeah, because last month, yes, she went and represented. They had this youth seminar. Yes, World Youth Seminar. Yes.
So she got the internship through your foundation?
Yes, we are having partnership with foundation in Germany, Weltwart.
Okay.
Yes. So they are.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, my brother.
Some good work you're doing.
Yeah, thanks very much. So we are pushing right now. Next year, actually, in February we advertised again. We were looking for 2 candidates. So when we advertise across the country.
Yeah, but like these internships that you advertise for, what are the targets? Like, is there a sector? Is it what are they studying when it?
No, it depends on the need from Germany.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
If they send us the need with find the specifications that yes we are having this kind of internship program and here the specification, then when we advertise we align ourselves with the specification from Germany.
Yeah, but I mean with the current program that you've advertised for, what is it for?
This one, the person will be doing some kind of related to the foundation. Yes, some kind of outreach programs, community service thing.
Yeah.
So we advertised, and fortunately enough, we got another candidate from Tumahole.
Okay.
Yes, by the name of Motlatsi Machaya. He's the son of Osimpai. Mpai used to work at Nwate Municipality.
Okay.
Yes. So we are busy with the administration now. The foundation, Rise and Shine, will be paying for his passport, for his visa, for every administration cost. And then before the end of this year, I cannot just mention, I mean, remember we are Africans and we do things.
Yeah.
So before the end of this year, he'll be going to Uganda for 2 weeks with other candidates from other countries who will be doing the same program that he is doing, or you will be doing. And then from there, next year, I cannot even be specific about the month, he will be going to Germany also for 18 months. And then we are still in communication with our partners in Germany, the other foundation, that please, can't you maybe expand the number now, increase the number, not 2 anymore, at least 4 or 5, so that we cater a lot of people and get this opportunity to experience abroad. Yes.
But now back to the question I was asking as to if we wanted to help the foundation,
Yes.
as ordinary community members, what do we do?
Yes, thank you very much. If one wants to help and be part of the change, actually, if I can put it that way, the change, we are found at number 35 Voka. Mo enilihan tati monaluhi pela han tati China wa enelloya.
Okay.
Yes, isilen tati khate. Ofisa wana di mo finyana fela ofisa mo fela.
Suppose that
No, sorry.
Yeah.
So ona mo mo tati China teng fela mo.
Yeah.
Ofisa wana di mo the house number 4. You get us there day in day out, except Sundays only.
Okay.
We are there from 8 o'clock till 5. Then alternatively, you can contact us 078 1078 757. We'd gladly like to assist you and
You have a Facebook page that you run?
Yes, Rise and Shine Community Foundation. There on Facebook, we are there on Instagram. Yeah. And all social networks again.
Okay.
Rise and Shine Community Foundation. And this foundation, Asia Fanie Tekane, you know. Yeah. You're also part of Rise and Shine Community Foundation. Everyone, it's that's why we say it's a community foundation. But ownership. That's why it's a Fanie Tekane Foundation, because I usually in a sense of ownership, in entitlement, and then if it happens that I pass on, then already would say that this was our dad's foundation, so we'll take our entitlement and certain person. So, but if I'm saying that it's community foundation, everyone have entitlement to it. And hence some of the projects would just give out the word, and then the community would come in.
I asked about projects that are upcoming because I know there's one that is I think named after a lady who was a gym fanatic.
Yes.
Mgcina, I forgot her name, but it's upcoming. Do you want to make any announcements around it?
Yes, please. All right, on the 29th of this month, it will be on Saturday. Yes, we are having what will be known as Khabo Fitness Day. Some of you would know her. I mean, she lived gym and fitness for her entire life. She lived gym and fitness, and there's now been 3 years since she passed away. May her soul rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, and then after sitting down with the board members, we said that, you know what, her action cannot be achieved because she's demised. We need to revive that spirit, and then because she has touched base with a lot of people. Remember, during COVID, she used to be the volunteer of Tumahole. She would work her heart out trying to help people who are COVID. She was diagnosed with COVID, trying to help people. And then she was quarantined. I was diagnosed with COVID. I sat 2 months in the hospital, and then so
COVID was brutal, eh?
It was. So and then I said,
so she also passed as a result of COVID.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, she passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Then we said that okay, fine, let's do something in honor of her, and then.
So it's on the 29th of July?
Yes, we went to the family and then discussed with the family, and then the family responded positively. And then on the 29th of July, 7 o'clock, we all meet at Tumahole local taxi rank, and then we'll be doing administration there. From there, we are having a fun walk from Tumahole taxi rank to Mastanagedi Sports Center, where all these fitness activities will be happening there. And then our request is that every person come with 20 rand. This 20 rand is not actually an admission fee. It's a contribution towards the program, and the candle, because there will be a candle light for her, which will be conducted by the Reverend of the late church, Reverend Lofafa from Methodist Church, Wasele. Then the church also is invited, and they responded positively that they are coming. So we tried by all means to hook up all the stakeholders which were attached to Khabo. Because she used to work there at fees.
As well as DFC?
Yes, DFC is, yeah. It's one collective. And fees fitness, because she used to work there. So it will be a lot of, and other aerobics or gym groups outside. You know,
we're pressed for time now.
Oh, sorry.
So we need to close as soon as possible.
All right.
But thank you very much for having come through. The name of the program, you find it on YouTube. Please subscribe also.
No, I've done that already.
It's the TT hookup. Push the subscribe button there. And then click on the notifications button. And click on the all, so that you know every time we drop a new episode, you get a notification for it.
Cool.
So the TT hookup. Thank you very much. I'm sure it sounds like there's a lot that we've not spoken about. We will do like a second half.
No problem.
Please, we really appreciate the fact that you came through.
No, thank you very much, guys. I'm humbled. Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be saying thank you. This is an exposure, and I've been daring to have such a thing. And thank you very much for considering us as Razen Shankun Foundation, and considering me as Fanie. Get to know me and familiarize myself with the whole thing, and I'm 100% behind you guys, and I'll spread the word.
Thank you.
I'll spread the word, and people who subscribe, and let's take this thing further and further, and can't wait for the next round. Thanks very much.
More numbers. click on the subscribe, man. Let's grow it. Thamsanqa 2 out. We will see you on the next one.